a prophet arrives, introducing Muhammad, PBUH. Muhammad, PBUH, was born in Mecca, Arabia. He was known for his honesty and good character. People called him Al-Sadiq and Al-Amin, the truthful, the trustworthy. At the age of 40, he received revelations from God. These revelations became the Holy Quran. It teaches about one God and how to live a good life. However, not everyone accepted Muhammad's message. Some people in Mecca opposed him. They persecuted him and his followers. To escape this persecution, Muhammad, PBUH, and his followers migrated to Medina. This journey, known as the Hijrah, marked a turning point in Islamic history. In Medina, Muhammad, PBUH, established a community built on justice and compassion. He taught that all people are equal in the eyes of God. He emphasized the importance of treating everyone with kindness and fairness. The gift, a lesson in dignity and self-reliance. One day, a poor man came to the Prophet, PBUH. The man was hungry and asked for help. The Prophet, PBUH, could have simply given him food. Instead, he chose to empower the man. He asked if the man had anything to sell. The man had nothing but an old blanket. The Prophet, PBUH, took the blanket and said, "I will sell this for you." He found a buyer and sold the blanket for a good price. With the money, the Prophet, PBUH, bought the man some food. He also gave him an axe and taught him how to chop wood. "Now you can earn your own living," the Prophet, PBUH, said. The man was grateful. He learned a valuable lesson that day. The Prophet, PBUH, taught him the importance of self-reliance and the dignity of work. He showed him that true charity empowers people to help themselves. Standing up for what's right, the story of Zayd ibn Sana. Zayd ibn Sana was a Jewish rabbi who lived in Medina. He had business dealings with a prominent Meccan man. The Meccan man refused to pay Zayd what he owed him. Zayd appealed to the Prophet, PBUH, for justice. He knew that the Prophet, PBUH, was known for his fairness. The Prophet, PBUH, listened patiently to Zayd's complaint. He then summoned the Meccan man. He asked him to explain his side of the story. Despite the Meccan man's social standing, the Prophet, PBUH, ruled in favor of Zayd. He ordered the Meccan man to pay his debt immediately. This incident demonstrated the Prophet's unwavering commitment to justice. He treated everyone equally, regardless of their background or beliefs. His actions sent a clear message that in Islam, justice prevails above all else. A city forgiven, mercy's triumph in Mecca. After years of persecution, the Prophet, PBUH, and his followers returned to Mecca. They returned not as conquerors, but as victors seeking peace. The people of Mecca had wronged them greatly, yet the Prophet, PBUH, chose to forgive them. He entered Mecca with humility and declared a general amnesty. "Go, you are all free," he proclaimed. This act of forgiveness stunned the Meccans. They had expected retribution, but instead they were met with compassion. The Prophet's mercy had a profound impact on the people of Mecca. Many of them, deeply moved by his forgiveness, embraced Islam. This event highlighted the transformative power of forgiveness. It showed that mercy and reconciliation can heal even the deepest wounds. These stories illustrate a fundamental aspect of the Prophet's character, his unwavering commitment to justice. He believed that justice was not just a concept, but a way of life. He taught that true justice requires fairness, impartiality, and compassion. These principles are woven into the very fabric of Islamic teachings. The Prophet, PBUH, emphasized that justice is not selective. It applies to everyone, regardless of their faith, social status, or ethnicity. He condemned all forms of oppression and injustice. He stood up for the rights of the marginalized and the vulnerable. The Prophet's life serves as a blueprint for building a just society. He showed us that justice is not merely about punishment. It's about creating a society where everyone's rights are respected and protected. Kindness was at the heart of the Prophet's PBUH message. He taught that kindness is not just about grand gestures, it's about our everyday interactions. He urged his followers to be kind to their families, neighbors, and even strangers. "The best among you are those who are best to their families," he once said. He emphasized compassion towards orphans, widows, and the poor. He encouraged acts of charity, no matter how small. The Prophet, PBUH, believed that kindness has a ripple effect. One act of kindness can inspire countless others. He taught that kindness is a sign of strength, not weakness. It reflects the mercy and compassion of God. The Prophet, PBUH, was not just a spiritual leader, he was also a political leader. He governed Medina with wisdom and compassion. He established laws that promoted justice and equality. He treated his subjects with kindness and respect. He consulted with his people, listened to their concerns, and valued their opinions. He led by example, demonstrating the qualities of a just and compassionate ruler. His leadership style emphasized consensus building and the well-being of his community. The Prophet's PBUH leadership provides a model for leaders of all times. It highlights the importance of empathy, humility, and a genuine concern for the welfare of the people. Forgiveness is a central theme in Islam, and the Prophet, peace be upon him, exemplified this virtue throughout his life. He taught that forgiveness is a sign of strength and a testament to one's faith. He forgave those who had wronged him, even his enemies. He understood that holding on to anger and resentment only harms the individual. He encouraged his followers to let go of grudges and embrace forgiveness. He believed that forgiveness is essential for healing, reconciliation, and spiritual growth. The Prophet's, peace be upon him, emphasis on forgiveness teaches us the importance of letting go of past hurts. It reminds us that everyone makes mistakes, and that true strength lies in showing compassion and mercy. The Prophet's, peace be upon him. Life offers valuable lessons on building a just and compassionate society. He showed us that justice is not merely the absence of oppression, it's the presence of fairness, equality, and compassion. He emphasized the importance of education, both religious and secular, as a means to empower individuals and promote social justice. He encouraged dialogue and understanding between people of different faiths and backgrounds. The Prophet's, peace be upon him, legacy inspires us to work for a world where everyone's rights are respected and where justice and compassion prevail. Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, life and teachings have had a profound impact on the world. His message of peace, justice, and compassion continues to resonate with millions of people around the globe. His legacy inspires individuals and communities to strive for a more just and equitable world. His teachings on forgiveness, mercy, and kindness remain as relevant today as they were centuries ago. The Prophet's, peace be upon him, life serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, we can choose compassion, forgiveness, and justice. Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, life was a testament to the transformative power of justice and kindness. He lived by these principles, exemplifying them in his interactions with everyone, regardless of their faith, social standing, or background. His legacy continues to inspire millions across the globe, reminding us that building a just and compassionate world requires constant effort, empathy, and a commitment to upholding the rights of all. By following his example, we can strive to create a world that reflects the values of justice, mercy, and kindness that he embodied.